Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is Muckraker Beermaker. It is their In Wildness 8. It is 5% alcohol by volume. It is a Brett IPA. Katie and I went there last night. We don't really get out to Muckraker as much as we would like to these days. But we went yesterday. And I did have this while I was there. So, full transparency. But I brought back a crowler of it so that I could review it. This glass might be a little gross because it's been in the cabinet. But it is proper glassware. Not that the cabinet's gross, but it's been in the cabinet for a little bit. Sometimes for some reason when it's in the cabinet for an extended period of time, even though I store them upside down, they just get weird. But yeah, looks like a hazy IPA. It's a little lighter. Definitely get a shadow through it, but it's definitely hazy. The head dissipated pretty quickly, so there's not much of a head on it. That's maybe half a finger, quarter of a finger. Yeah, a little lighter around the edges, but yeah, it's a soft yellowish, orangish kind of thing. Yeah, looks good though. So yeah, let's see what it smells like. There's definitely, and Tom from Muckraker, he was telling me about the because this is basically an IPA that he brewed and then put some Brett in it, and he was explaining how the Brett was, or the type of Brett that he used, how it interacts with the hop compounds. And so I wasn't really getting it at first. I knew there was something in there that was not typical of an IPA. Not that it's not typical, but just something unique about it. And he was saying, which I do get a little bit of stone fruit in here. Stone fruit, peach, I would say peach specifically, almost like a peach juice. Not quite like peach ring, but like a peach juice. But he was saying that the way the Brett that he used interacts with hop compounds, you get a lot of floral notes. And yeah, yes, there are floral notes. He said something specific last night that I think he said geranium or something. And I was getting it last night, but this is a crowler. It's from last night. So, I am getting floral notes, but not specifically what I remember getting last night. So. More generic floral notes. Yeah, there's a nice oh god, I've been having so much trouble with words and stuff lately. Yeah, it's I don't know. Whatever. It smells really good. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Very floral. Very. And it's so weird because as soon as he said it, I immediately thought of like when Kitty and I go for a walk and we find like honeysuckle or whatever kind of flowering thing that we find, or multiple things. Like, it reminds me of just like sticking, like when we put everything in a basket or whatever, and I just stick my face in it and smell it. This is what reminds me, or this reminds me of that. So much. Yeah, it's got a nice dryness. I know when I took my first sip last night, I was like, oh, it tastes like there's like some sort of like wood or something in here, because in my brain, the first thing that my brain associates with dryness is wood. So I was like, oh, is it like wood, or like it must be the yeast or something. But no. Well, it is the yeast, but it's not wood. Yeah. I thought it came out weird. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Still get a little bit of stone fruit. It is much more floral in the taste than it is in the nose. And it is a bit drying. But it is. Super good. The stuff Tom does at Muckraker is super fun, especially when he does like IPAs and stuff like this. There is a bit of a maltiness in there, but I don't know how to describe it. There's like a heftiness to it that makes me think it's a little bit more than 5%, maybe like 6.5, 7, something like that. But all I know is that if you are watching this, I'm going to post this in the next few days. So if you're watching this and you're in the area of Franklin, New Jersey, you should go to Muckraker. Try this. Try some of the other beers. I feel like I was saying that like I was going to continue, but that was the end of the thought. So a little bit awkward, but whatever. So yeah. Is there anything else? There is a bit of a bitterness to it, now that I'm thinking about it. But it builds up a little bit. It's not immediately it's not immediately bitter. But yeah. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. Hope you're supporting local. You can like this video if you would like to. You could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.